Yeah. Well, as I said, tonight was the theme we kind of had planned was a night of love, and it was we're not going to limit that to just sweethearts. We're going to, because we got songs about grandpas, we got songs about grandmas, we got songs about daddies, and we're going to do them all. And as long as George lets me stay up here, we'll see. But this next song we wrote, we based it on my grandpa, Mr. Dozier Rogers, who up in Houston, Mississippi. And we wrote it with Taylor. And Taylor wrote the first line or two. And so that's my grandpa who wrote that song about Oriental. So I think Scott was a pretty good grandpa, wasn't he? Scott, let's see, where do you fall in the pecking order? How many of them older than you? Thank you, Sandy showed up, didn't you? So we wrote this about my grandpa, but tonight he goes out to Scott Stratton. My grandpa was a preacher. He never had a church. But every time you see him, he was spreading the word. To the addicts and the drunkards, help him more than a few. When it comes to living it out, Grandpa was living proof. He never met a stranger anywhere he went, and I've seen some hardened sinners kneel down and repent. He said, son, if you walk this walk, I guarantee you will fall. Hold on to the good book, and that'll get you through it all. Read it till it falls apart, and it'll hold your life together. And believe it, even where it says, Jim Yellow and leather. Grandpa stood his ground till they laid him in. His worn out King James, he took it with him. Opened up to John 3:16 and laid on his chest. Should have seen the mix of folks paying their respects. Well, I was on the front pew with my Bible shedding tears, recalling what he told me. I remembered all these years. Son, if you walk this walk, I guarantee you will fall. But hold on to the good book, and that'll get you through it all. Read it till it falls apart, and it'll hold your life together. And believe it, even where it says, Jim Yellow and leather. Well, it's been some 40 years now since Grandpa passed away, but I think about what he told me every day. Son, if you walk this walk, I guarantee you'll fall. Hold on to the good book, that'll get you through it all. Read it till it falls apart, and it'll hold your life together. And believe it, even where it says, Jim Yellow and leather. Yeah, believe it, even where it says, Jim Yellow and leather. Jim Yellow and leather. Ooh, Jim Yellow and leather. Thank you. Dixie, what do your grandkids call you? Mama. Well, I got to give you the backstory on this song. This is Songs and Stories after all. Our headquarters during the festival every year is out at Guff Hills. That's where we all stay. And of course, the Mary C has become a vital part of that too. But we don't sleep here. We sleep out at Guff Hills. We usually hang around in the lobby Friday and Saturday afternoon, or a pool at night when somebody does a guitar pool. And we've seen Joseph, George, Amanda's son, grow up during our festival. I mean, he was literally in middle school. We started this thing. Now he's married, got a kid, got his own business. He's a man now. But several years back, George's mother happened to be at the hotel with us, and somebody we were just sitting around shooting the bull, and said, Joseph, how's you and your girlfriend getting along? He said, not too good, we broke up. And about that time, Miss Maridale walks by, gives him a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. And Joseph said, oh, I wish girls could see me the way my grandma does. Don't we all? She lived out in a small house just off CR23, and I couldn't wait to get there. She was always sure to spoil me, and I didn't mind a bit. We stood off to the kitchen. She whipped me something up, scrambled eggs and pea jelly, sweet tea in a Dixie cup. For hours we would sit. We'd talk about the weather and the state of my love life. No matter what I told her, she said things would be alright. Well, there'd never be a problem that a hug can't fix. Nobody would go hungry. No need for politics. Everyone would love their neighbor, and there'd always be blue skies. If they could only see this world through my grandma's eyes. Well, I remember on my first date, trying to act real cool. No matter what I did that night, I came off looking like a fool. That movie couldn't end fast enough. Up to then I thought I was a pretty neat guy. I just wish she could have seen me through my grandma's eyes. There'd never be a problem that a hug can't fix. Nobody would go hungry. No need for politics. Everyone would love their neighbor, and there'd always be blue skies. If we could only see this world through my grandma's eyes. Well, this world we're in today, sometimes it just gives me the blues. What if Grandma was in charge of the evening news? Well, there'd never be a problem that a hug can't fix. Nobody would go hungry. We'd all be brought up in the sticks. There'd be no more fighting. And maybe just a few little bitty white lies. If we could only see this world through my grandma's eyes. Wish we could only see this world my mom and dad, my Scott was laying there at the house for a week, and how the family was there gathered around and taking care of him. And we kind of went through that with my mom and dad. And I tell people it's the part of life that you don't get any instructions for. You just gotta go through it and deal with it. And so we wrote this song with Taylor. Taylor Craven writes for a lot of people, by the way, y'all. You might have noticed it. We have a few he's not on, but this one is about that part of life that you don't have the instructions for.
Have you written that yet? I'm writing it.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. That's probably what Craig Wiseman thought when he heard "Live Like You Were Dying." We got to do one of those. This is called "Do It For Me." I gotta tell you one part though. There's a part in this song about washing his clothes and fixing his nails, or something about brushing his hair. And I thought this song kind of reminds me of Scott until I got to that part. Because I never knew Scott Stratton with hair. Now I've seen pictures of him with hair, but I never knew him with hair. So here we go. Struggles with his shoes, which one's left or right? I reach over and wipe the sleep from his eyes. I feed him his breakfast, help him brush his teeth and hair. Buckle him in his seat, next stop daycare. Life as I do it, turned upside down. The love I was shown has come back around. I don't complain either did he, 'cause I'm just doing today what he used to do for me. Put up a fuss when I had to take his keys, but it was for his own good, same as it was for me. Before he goes to bed, we say our prayers, then I tuck him in. Lord, give us the strength tomorrow to do it all again. Life as I knew it, turned upside down. The love I was shown has come back around. I don't complain either did he, 'cause I'm just doing for Dad what he used to do for me. Wash his clothes and fix his nails, make sure he takes every pill. We sing a verse of Amazing Grace. I remind him Mom's in a better place. I hold his hand every time we cross the street, 'cause I'm just doing for Daddy what he used to do for me. I'm just doing for Daddy what he used to do for me. He struggles with his shoes, which one's left or right? We got an anniversary couple out there. I'm not going to do this one for them, but we're going to do another one. They might get offended if I do this one for them. This is kind of our love song right here. I hope I don't make y'all
Are you going to tell him how long we've been married?
41 years, 11 months, and 5 days.
Thank you.
Anything else you need to say? Looking back, it all started on our first date. I know I was early, but she convinced me I was running late.
Where you been?
Well, I suggested pizza,
Pizza?
then maybe catch a show.
Well, I wasn't thinking pizza.
She was thinking sushi, so I went with the flow. Next thing you knew, we made honeymoon plans. I won cruise tickets on eBay, headed for the Yucatan.
The you go where?
She shook her head and said that wouldn't do at all. So we wound up in rain slickers at Niagara Falls.
I told you we'd love it.
And we bought that vacant house next door to her folks. And I painted it baby blue, just like I was told.
You missed a spot.
She's made up my mind again about what we're gonna do and how much we're gonna spend. Thinking for myself has come to an end. At least my opinion when she's made up my mind again. Well, I finally got permission to buy a pickup truck that had just the one I wanted. I couldn't believe my luck. Right before the haggling could start, my wife was going green and it ain't no hybrid car.
Honey, look what I found.
Now I still wear the pants in my home, like the ones she bought yesterday and made me put on.
They were on clearance.
She's made up my mind again about what we're gonna do and how much we're gonna spend. Thinking for myself has come to an end. Please my opinion when she's made up my mind again. Now I've learned to like sushi,
Oh.
and I love Niagara Falls.
Oh, I do too. We had the best time.
Going green and baby blue, well it ain't too bad at all.
See?
You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Weaver? She's made up my mind again about what we're gonna do and how much we're gonna spend. Thinking for myself has come to an end. Please my opinion when she's made up my mind again. Baby, do I need to go to the bathroom before we leave?
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
You know, we're not really on empty. It's the angle you're looking at.
Oh, we need to stop and get gas before we go home. Nick, you've done that.
Hey, can I get the Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's when we leave here?
You know, I think that's a pretty good idea. I think I'll order it too.
Can I stop playing this song now?
Yes, you can.
Thanks. Well, as George said, Scott was a friend of songwriters, and especially us. And I don't know, we might have played a song that sucked real bad, but he never would tell you that. He'd just tell you that. He's just that kind of guy, you know. And I thought about in the song about Grandpa, about Genuine Leather. You should have seen the mix of folks at his funeral. You know, that's what Scott Stratton's going to be like, because he is songwriter festival, umpire, Sonic, Shipyard, Chemical Company. Y'all come back to R&B Park, and I probably had any of the happy stuff. But that is a huge circle of friends. Politics. We were fortunate enough to play at a certain presidential rally back in 2016 in Jackson, Mississippi, and security was real tight. And I had all my equipment in the truck, and I thought I had said I just carried my guitar in. And I looked, and we got to the gate where they check everything, and Scott had 6 bags tucked over his shoulder of stuff we had in the truck. I'm like, Scott, we didn't mean to bring all that, you know. They had to go through every single bag we had. And that's the kind of guy he was. He went above and beyond for his friends and everybody he knew. But that's all right. We're going to do a couple of songs from our friends that have been here. Tommy Mars has been with us since the very beginning. And since it's Valentine's month, we got to do this song. It's a Tommy Mars special. Get on your mark, get set, ready not, here I come. Girl, you've been looking for love, honey, I can give you some. When your world is standing still, I can turn it around, put your head up in the clouds and lift your feet off the ground, my love. Girl, I've heard it said that love is good for the soul. I see the hunger in your eyes, burning out of control. My love is overflowing, loving cup. Girl, I know you're down, but love will pick you up, my love.
And do it all at the same time. Want to play a couple more?
Yeah, we'll go. If y'all have us. Eunice and Bruce. Where y'all at? There they are, right over there. 33 years, is that right, Young? You must have got married when she was, what, 15? Scott and Dixie, 33 years, too. Y'all lovebirds or snowbirds? Snowbirds, okay. Where you guys from? Minnesota. He even says it different from how I did. Bruce and Eunice, this goes out to y'all. This goes out to our friend Scott and Dixie, too. And we didn't write this. We're going to finish up with one we wrote. And, but I just always love this song. Saturday night. I always like doing it for the men too, because I just got a good message about marriage, and it's called Love Like Crazy. They called them crazy when they started out. 17's too young to know what love's about. They've been together 58 years now. That's crazy. He brought home 67 bucks a week. Bought a little 2-bedroom house on Maple Street, where she blessed him with 6 more mouths to feed. That's crazy. Just ask him how he did. He'll say, pull up a seat. It'll only take a minute to tell you everything. Be your best friend, tell the truth, and overuse I love you. Go to work and do your best, and don't outsmart your common sense. And never let your praying knees get lazy. And love like crazy. Well, they called him crazy when he quit his job. Said them home computers, boy, they'll never take off. Well, he sold his one-man shop to Microsoft. They paid like crazy. Just ask him how he made it. He'll tell you faith and sweat, and the heart of a faithful woman who never let him forget. Be your best friend, tell the truth, and overuse I love you. Go to work and do your best, and don't outsmart your common sense. And never let your brand knees get lazy. And love like crazy. Always treat your woman like a lady. Never get too old to call her baby. Never let your praying knees get lazy. And love like crazy. They called them crazy when they started out. They've been together 33 years now. Ain't that crazy? We're going to do that because my boy Scott did 4 years in the U.S. Army, so I think he wants to do a patriotic song here tonight. So we're going to finish up with him, and love y'all. And y'all don't forget tomorrow night if you have a chance to go honor Scott. It's going to be the first church in Lucedale at 6 o'clock, and we can't replace him. And I don't know what we're going to do, George. We'll have to do 3 times the work that we normally do to somehow try to replace it. I mean, it'd be the week before the festival. Hey, you're good on venues, you need another one. I'll go talk to so-and-so, I think we're good, or it might not be. He did, And we train MCs, and we have to make sure the sound guys are in place. It's herding cats, I can tell you that, with 125 songwriters over about a 3-day period. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll figure that out between now and September. But he was a friend like a brother. And he proudly served our country. We wrote this song back in 2005, was it? 2005. And I always tell the story wrong, so she's going to let me tell it wrong tonight. And we both were, we stamped out ignorance up in George County for close to 30 years. And call that school teaching up there. And every morning we had one of the student council members get on the intercom and do the announcements and lead every class in the Pledge of Allegiance. And most of the times, the good kids, and this is long about May, everybody ready for school to be out. They had about 3 or 4 kids decided they'd protest that day and didn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And she was fit to be tied, but it lasted 15 seconds, so what can you do in 15 seconds? So it kind of stuck with her, and I will say, one of those kids ended up serving in the Army. It was just, they were having a bad day evidently. So,
Well, I think it should be said that my mother was a Marine, and my dad was in the Air Force, and Darwin's dad was in the Navy during World War II. And so, we had red, white, and blue blood flowing in our veins. So for those kids to say, well, I'd like to know why we have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. So it stayed with me, and we told them why they needed to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance through this song, which is carried from here to Texas to Florida, all across the country. We sing this song, and we're going to share it with you there.
On this Independence Day, with a heavy heart I say, how can love a country slowly slip away? Our next generation doesn't seem to be too concerned with sacrifice of precious liberty, but I'll stand because others stood for me and gave everything they had for my security, and I'll stand and gladly honor you. Lives that were lost, counting the cost of freedom once held true. Do you understand why I stand? Our forefathers would be rolling in their graves. They could see some in this nation turn their backs upon the brave. Demonstrations of variations won't ever make it right. Or send a message of comfort to our soldiers in the night. But I'll stand because others stood for me and gave everything they had for my security, and I'll stand and gladly honor you. Lives that were lost, counting the cost of freedom once held true. Do you understand why I stand? The Star-Spangled Banner is not just a string of words. Put my hand over my heart, doesn't seem absurd. Showing my gratitude is the message I want heard. It's time to take a stand, and I'll stand because others stood for me and gave everything they had for my security, and I'll stand and gladly honor you. Lives that were lost, counting the cost of freedom once held true. Do you understand? I said, do you understand why I stand? Yeah. Thank you so much. Don't forget, next month, March the 21st, I believe it is, we've got Jim McCormick. And one more story. I got a good buddy up at Rocky Creek, that's north of Bluesdale. Jeff Howell, who owns Rocky Creek Nursery. He is one of the funniest human beings I know. And you can even tell that when he's text messaging. And he's Dixie Scott Sunday school teacher. So Casey's actually being here tonight, and I know we got several city officials here. I can't see all of y'all, but thank y'all for being here. Jim and Mary, good to see y'all again. And but I told Dixie, so it's not a surprise, Casey, that Casey and the city of Goshen will put together a proclamation for Scott. So we were trying to gather information, you know, and I remembered stuff that was on the proclamation, like, you know, what he did, and where he went to church, and maybe even his Sunday school class. So I texted Jeff, I said, what's the name of y'all Sunday school class? You know, I was thinking it'd be something like the Bible Tones or something like that. You know, so, believe it or not, it's called the Young Adult Sunday School class. He said, when we started, we were all young, but not anymore. All right, George, come on out.
Thank y'all for coming out and come back next week. If y'all not members, check with Don on the way out, get on our newsletter, and we'll keep you in touch with everything we got going